time?
The meeting of the November 7th Granby Board of Assessors is called to order at 6:15. The entire board is present. The minutes of the October 17th meeting are not available as we cannot print them. We're having issues with the server being switched over as of last Friday, and not unsurprising issues, as we always have with technology.
So those minutes were actually,
They're in the machine right there.
okay.
In the machine.
So Michelle wrote them up?
I did.
He did.
But I
He sent
emailed them to her, but she can't get in to print them.
Oh, okay. Can you print them at home? Well, no, it's
Well,
too
that's
late.
too late, I'm already here. If I would've known that, I would've.
Never mind.
So we have correspondence signatures first, usually.
Not today.
Usually we do signatures and then correspondence.
Go backwards.
You have, yeah. We've only been doing this for 20 plus years.
I didn't do this. 42, actually.
Bills paid. For a total of $927.
Even?
And 60 cents. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right.
How can I do these properly?
You're right.
No, Bill, your slip is not in there because
It's
we're
right here.
still trying to figure out where it's supposed to be issued.
Who?
Those.
What do you mean where it's supposed to be issued?
But,
I've been
no,
putting
I
it-
turned in some more cyclical inspections.
Okay.
I put it on the bills, but apparently it wasn't supposed to be on there. But I don't know where it's supposed to be, so I've contacted the front office to see if they can give me more information.
I'm sorry, who'd you contact?
The other office,
Main office.
main office.
Okay. What's the issue?
I put it on the bills and it's not supposed to be. And I can't find out, I don't know where it's supposed to be. I think it should be on timesheets then, if it's not on there.
No, it wouldn't be on timesheets.
No, this is so, he's an independent at this point, right? Independent
Correct.
contractor that bills us, and that's how we bill
No,
out.
it's put on my payroll whenever I've done in the past.
So I don't know how he's supposed to get paid because I was told it was wrong.
I would look up in our files.
I
somewhere.
did.
Not my mileage,
How
not
to
the
carry
mileage.
engine?
Right.
But the circles were
I don't know.
added to my
There's no
payroll.
documentation. All I see is the copies that you have in front of you. That's all I see in the files. That's it. So I don't know, maybe I just submit that. But someone must have. Nobody's ever signed it
Flip
before.
out and grab this copy.
But you've got the same account number, correct? That he gets, that you put in a bill for. As the same account as usual. 5730.
No, that's travel.
That's mileage.
That's mileage.
Oh.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's mileage for going out and doing building permits.
So that's a good question. Where did we originally take mileage out of?
No, it's not the mileage that's in question. It's the
Sick-
cyclical inspections.
I didn't bring a paycheck with me, but it's a different account on my paycheck.
Right.
But it goes into my pay whenever I have cyclical inspections.
But I was told when I've been putting them on that sheet that I can't put it on that sheet. It needs to go from somewhere else, and I don't know where that somewhere else is.
All right. We'll have to do some research.
I've looked through those files. I've even
Right.
had somebody else help
What?
me look through those files.
Really? That's okay. We'll table that. That's pretty funny. All right. Your timesheet's signed,
Thank you.
and that's it on signatures, correct?
Yeah. Oh, except for the warrant to the solar warrant.
So
which
that would
is
be no.
the one with the tags. Yep, those are the flags. And then that's it for signatures.
We have a warrant for the collection of $8,625.65 for the Granby Solar Project. Is this two different projects or just one?
Just one.
All right. Just making sure. The address of this one is where?
It's the Graves.
Okay, it's got a parcel ID. I don't know why we wouldn't have a parcel ID on the front of that page, but that's fine. Thank you.
Is there one further back?
No,
Okay.
I just need a copy of that, the number. Eight, 6, 2, 5, 65.
So Michelle, where's this going so it doesn't get lost?
It just put it with those. Yeah.
Oh, we got one of our members. Okay, everything's signed. Now we have correspondence.
Greg, can you sign that and just approve it, and then we can at least not make him wait another 2 weeks
Sure.
to get paid?
Does it need to be signed by me?
Well, I would assume it would need to be signed by
Can
somebody.
I have a ruler?
A ruler.
Why, you want to be straight now?
Just once.
I used to have a drawer full of fun here, not anymore. We collected $86.25 from Granby Solar.
That's a warrant to collect.
The check's attached.
I'm just trying to keep all that paper.
7/22.
We just lines with numbers.
Okay, I don't know if you need to put that in your minutes. That's the total, right?
How many parcels? 13 plus 8 plus 21. 21.
42.
But it's only
Oh,
total it down here,
All
right?
right, yeah.
Thank you.
I like to keep things in order, like we know what we're doing. Okay, now we're talking about correspondence.
Now you want to go back up.
Yeah. Dakota has received his qualification of his assessor's notice.
Oh, so you finished the course?
No, this is an informational guideline receipt.
This isn't for me, it's for everyone.
Okay. Then there should be 2 more copies.
These are the new guidelines set forth as of what? Let me read it.
September.
September 16, 2022.
Okay, so there should be 2 more copies, please.
Does that work?
Thank you. That way you'll be able to tell everyone each one of us received them.
Okay.
Did you do capital improvement?
Not yet.
So you're doing everything out of order tonight?
Yeah,
Nice.
because I had that one off the top of my head.
Is that different from finishing the initial
Yes.
course? Okay.
They've updated the qualifications, so I think it was prior, holding office from 1980 to 2022, and 2022 up. You have a year to complete it instead of 3.
Every year what?
Hold on. You have 1 year to complete
Yes.
course 101 instead of 3.
Okay.
And then there's different guidelines and training requirements
So you
as
have,
of 1980 and then September of 2022.
so you have or have not completed 101?
This has nothing to do with that.
I didn't say that,
Right,
so I'm asking a different question.
right. So I'm going to repeat the same thing I did last week when you asked that question. I have a couple more left.
Okay. I didn't know if there was an update.
No, I don't need it.
For the
Another
sake,
year.
right, for the sake of the minutes, we've received the documents and forms for a capital improvement request for the assessor's office. Right off the top of my head, I don't think we have a capital improvement request since we have all of our equipment working, but I'm open to any ideas. It's
Printer. Did they make any headway with that printer out there? Do you need one?
Not yet, it's still working.
Okay.
Form A is for if we're requesting more than $10,000 worth of equipment. 25,000 if for a different form B and C, which I don't think we're going to make a request, but make a note in the minutes that the board has received that those forms and that information from the Capital Improvement Committee.
I would like to talk about one,
Go ahead.
mapping,
Okay.
online mapping.
Okay.
It's a directive,
From
the state,
an unfunded directive.
it's a, yeah. Always,
Isn't that every directive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yep. So, it would help this office a lot if they were online.
Okay, what's the cost?
About 8
8!
that I know
That's
of.
all?
8 grand,
Just $8,000 a year.
Just
that's,
And
so
how
that's
much?
to get going and,
and
how
how
much
much
every year
maintenance?
thereafter?
I have to find that out.
We can certainly put that in the form. That would be the only thing that we would be putting in that form, and I'm more than happy to do that to start that discussion, because we need to have that discussion. I'm not particularly interested in keeping up with the other towns on the planet, but I've already voiced my opinion on that. But we still have to have that discussion. It's a cost of doing business that we don't recover.
So when this
It
came up
actually
about a year ago, it
will
was
pay for
before
itself.
before
No, it
you
won't.
came,
It never does.
before you came in. I don't know if you continue to do it or not. We were having Carrie Ann keep track of how many property cards she was putting out and how many maps and so on and so forth.
I have all the emails.
How many? How many?
Right. So
If I
I
can
don't
get in, I
there was a tally sheet
All right.
somewhere.
All right, so.
She can't get in the
Right.
equipment.
But whenever you
Or whatever you call it.
whenever you get that total, you could share it with us. Thank you.
I guess in a calendar year would be different than. I guess what I started with her, she was making a tally list of, I don't know if it was by the month or whatever she was doing.
Right.
Just how much time, how many cards she was doing, and then property maps, and then we're averaging a time of
Right.
what, how much she
How
spent
long
on that.
it spends to fulfill those requests.
Right.
We have a request from Bill Porter. Oh, okay. The select board, I don't know if you saw this, the select board is looking into the possibility of doing a senior
Yeah.
tax work-off program. And what work would this office have available for them to do?
This was emailed to us
Yes.
couple weeks ago.
I have misgivings.
I just think the training would take too long.
Correct.
So my question is, we have envelopes to fill and stuff like that other offices pay people. Is that something that would be helpful to you?
Right now, no.
I know not right
Maybe
now.
next year.
Right.
When? Like when tax bills goes out? I mean, well, when tax bill goes out, yes.
In my opinion, the only helpful need would be stuffing envelopes and,
Right.
But we don't,
Forms of list.
that's meaningless.
yeah. What else are they gonna do?
Right, I agree.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you think there's anything in the office they could?
If we
I don't
agree on
know.
that, then I will respond with those two items and let them do whatever they want
Anything
with the
besides that?
information.
So
I
what,
don't think it's gonna work, but I'll respond to them positively, and if they want to, I think it's a dead end.
Yeah.
For this
Well,
year.
but I'll let them decide what's a dead
But
end.
I mean, what two items are you talking about?
Well, they're talking about doing this townwide.
I understand that. So,
Stuffing envelopes
okay,
and putting together mailing packets.
but how many hours do we really spend doing that in this office?
Right,
Yeah, but anything helpful to her, she could be doing something else.
right.
It's a minute job that doesn't
You know,
take any
So somebody
training.
comes in, they're not gonna come in for half an hour to stuff envelopes.
Right, and I'm not gonna let us be the ones to say no, thank you.
Well, it can be more than a half hour.
Right, it's more than a half hour, but,
I think any help's better than no help.
right, right.
She's more apt, in
They
my
could-
opinion, she's better off doing other things than
Correct.
tedious jobs.
So I will respond to them. They get this request to the select board almost annually, if not annually.
Do they get this annually?
Yeah,
They talk about it?
yeah,
Do they ever do anything with it?
no.
I mean, is
Because,
that many people that would qualify for this program?
no, because you have people who simply want to recognize that there are elderly taxpayers having trouble making ends meet and providing them an
So it's
alternative.
not the taxpayers
but-
that are seeking this, it's someone on the select board?
No,
But it's actually not for
Well-
that purpose. It's for taxpayers who have a skill.
well, it doesn't say skill.
Well, it has something that contribute. If you
Right.
read the thing online,
Right,
you know, so if you don't have a skill,
right, but who's gonna be the one to say you don't have a skill? I'm not gonna be that person. I'll say Bill Porter said you don't have a skill. I will respond to that. DLS forms for state filing.
They're all submitted.
And
Up to
everyone
this
is happy. Lauren is happy.
Lauren is happy.
And what did she say? Via email or text?
That they're submitted and they're all set.
Okay, so we're ready to continue on with tax recap. Okay,
So the CIA mapping is for the capital improvement, or did you have some information on that?
And I don't have any information on it yet.
Okay, so this is for the capital improvement?
Yep.
so if you were to complete that, I would fill that out and send that back to them. It's gonna finish off being a 1-0 game. That's what all the text messages do.
there is the account that cyclicals have been coming out of, which is different from wages
Okay,
or salaries. Wages is
Right.
Michelle, salaries is us. That's the account they've been coming out of. And it says right on my paycheck.
right.
So you just submit a request with that number on it, right?
I don't request it, they just do it. When I
Well,
because-
Michelle has to put in a request to send it to the main office.
Yeah, we just gotta figure out how. What's the procedure?
5710 rather than 5730.
See, that's an expense account. That's totally different. That's an expense account.
That account right there is for mileage.
Yes, yes. Wait, this one is for
Tuition meetings.
wages.
Revaluation.
Right, but down farther there's a mileage account.
Oh, I see, okay. So that was incorrect on there,
Right.
okay.
So you're getting paid the mileage, but not the parcel.
Mileage you only get paid for if you go out and do building permits, which you don't get paid to go
Right,
see.
right, but, so you got paid for that, but
Cyclical,
not
I don't
the-
get paid for any mileage. Nobody does.
That wasn't my question. My question is, you haven't got paid for the cyclical bills you turned into us.
Yes, I've got paid for all of them except for that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got,
I don't believe we need the executive session.
Yes. I would just like to bring something up.
Oh, okay. I'm going to adjourn the regular meeting at 6:35 And we will enter into executive session at 6:35,
Only to come out.
only to
adjourn
come
the
out
meeting.
to adjourn.